Yeah. Wasn't that a lot of fun? You know, when you look at the earnings and stuff, it was just like, holy cow. Guess we're going with green for our Lambo color. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. It's been really crazy today, actually, when you look at it, because it's just like, okay, right now we're at $9.24. And when you look at it for the entire day, you're just like, oh my gosh, we went all the way up to $10.13 in the pre-market. And so you kind of wonder, you know, was this just a little bit of a dip? Are we going to see even more coming up soon with the stock? So I'm not sure, right? I'm not sure. Let's see. Discovered Clove last week, and I'm already 50. Hey, really? Holy cow! You've been playing a lot. That's awesome. Any catalyst from option sides at $9. Presentation at 2. Buy the dip. Love it. Let's see here if I can figure out how to do Safari as well. Let's see here. Keep link presentation at 2. Good vibes. Good vibes. Yeah. Let's see. Let's check out Reddit while we're waiting, of course. It's probably gonna be a pretty short live stream today because I'm still trying to get used to everything, y'all. So stick with it. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. So let's take a look at the Clove subreddit. So I wanted to take a look at this real quick because, and I think I could probably do both simultaneously, but so let's see what the people got talking about here. So Clove number 1 on Reddit. Oh, really? Really? Hey, there we go. Absolutely. What are people saying about it? Yeah, everything is like going up on there, up on earnings and everything like that. Absolutely. Calls, likes, PLTR. Yeah, that's pretty popular too. 104 real. Every time I see this information, I'm just like, really? 104 million shares traded? Oh my gosh. All right, so so by the end of the day, what do you think will the stock get to, honestly? I feel like again, we can still hit above $10. I think maybe even $13 by the end of the week. I think that'd be pretty amazing. But I think that in Power Hour is probably going to be, it's going to grow greatly in Power Hour, I'd say. 1050. Yeah. I would say that on some people think that 1050 there. Yeah, I would say on the low end, I would say that. Yeah, I think that 858 was definitely kind of like our low point for the day. So far it is, right, of course, but like you look at it and it's just like, hey, let's get out of that $8 range. Let's stay out of that $8 range and get past it, right? Today, 950. Yeah, 915. I could see that as well. Right now we're at, what are we at? 914. So could it be flat for the rest of the day? Could it though? I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see here. I did release a video. If you guys haven't seen my earnings report video, I did release that from last night or whatever. Very, very early in the morning. But it's still pretty good, I think. I think I covered almost everything. Unless something I did not cover y'all want me to talk about, let me know. I don't know who's seen it, who hasn't seen it or anything. Let's see. So far, 1.4 thousand people have seen it though, so that's kind of promising. Let's see here. Yeah, so some people sold calls. And what is the option chain looking like though for today though? right? That's one of those things that's just like, let's see here. What's the number we have to stay above on 820? Oh, let me find that real quick. Okay. So for that question, what's the number we have to stay above on 820? I mean, for this week, we're looking at, there's something called this maximum pain, which basically says like, hey, it's kind of like the turning point where we're kind of like winning the sense versus other people like the hedge funds and stuff like that are losing. This week, it's right now looks like it's $8. So we're way past that already. Now for 820 though, for next week, let's see here. I don't know if I can see that from here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Sorry, again, a little rusty. This is, still a live video, my very first live video. So please, sorry about my like slowness and stuff on what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to do my best here. Can we get Sean Stocks merch? The people demand it, Sean. Maybe I definitely think so. I don't know I'm not really good at design. You know what I mean? I'm not really good at design. So I would, have to figure that out over the next couple of weeks. But I would say maybe by September. Maybe by September I'll be able to do something on that. I'll try to work on it maybe a little bit this weekend because I wanted to do like a bigger video this weekend on dark pools. And I wanted to make it pretty good. And I've been watching. I probably watched like 14 or 15 videos so far on dark pools in order to learn as much as possible about it because there's a lot of stuff that people have misconceptions and stuff. So I'll probably dive into that this weekend. And so, yeah, but per the question though, $8 or $9 would be for the 20th would be the maximum pain. So we are already above that in terms of the price right now. And so we are already doing, pretty good so far on that. Let's go back to Webull. GME and 8. Yes, absolutely. When you look at Clove, is it going to be the third like horseman? Is this going to be the third one to go up? I think so. I did have money back in AMC. I think in January after it rose up to I think $20 or whatnot. I bought at $8. And so I unfortunately I did not hold until June for that one. But Clove, when I saw another opportunity like Clove, I'm like, okay, this company has basically zero chance of going bankrupt or whatever. Versus there's a lot of uncertainty with the other stocks, but they still are good plays if you already have money in them, and stuff, and you enjoy them, right? I think that they were able to dilute their shares to get out of like a bankruptcy scenario, but still really good value. And holy cow, we are all over the place with the stock today though. $9.06. It's kind of like, in the middle of the day, kind of like lunchtime and stuff. So people are like, but hey, in my opinion, like when you look at this, it's kind of like, okay, when you're above the VWAP at the very least, that means it's pretty much a bullish trend. But then again, if you look at the beginning of the day, we went below it, but then we came right back. And so kind of like these super trends, because it kind of, in a way, shows you, if you're a day trader do that, but I don't day trade. I look at fundamentals and stuff and decide, or maybe even swing trade. So yeah, absolutely. I bought, tell you what though, I think it was $9.10 like 2 days ago. And I don't regret that at all. Right. Because at the end of the day, anytime I see Clover Health under $10, I'm like, bye, so yeah. You should do daily live stream like me, Kevin, Matt for Clove Apes. Yeah, no, I think so. I actually don't work until later in the day. And so I'm free at opening. And this morning I actually got all this stuff. I went to Best Buy and I was like, You know what? I'm going to get an Elgato. I'm going to live stream and stuff and try it out for the day. See if I like it. A little bit rusty at the beginning, but hopefully hopefully everyone understands. Hi all, I'm a small fish. I have some call options with a strike, $9 the 27th. I want to exercise and sell 8 contracts. What is a realistic price should I target to those contracts? I don't know. That's a really good question. I personally have options for the 20th, but this was a while ago. Like when it went on the first run up, back in early June, I actually bought some options for Clove for 30, and those were dang expensive. Those were dang expensive at the time, and I think that we'll hit it. I think that the sentiment's there, right? If you look at the sentiment for the stock, I like to look at the option sonar I was talking about in my videos, of course. Let's see here. Option sonar, Clove. Let's see if I can switch it over to that. Safari. All right. And so let's see here. So I like to look. Oh, what nice. All right. So you can actually see that the sentiment for the 20th. Let's see. I think they literally just changed this on us long term. But as you can see, so far it's bullish over here on the right. And I think this is what I usually look at. Let's see. Price movement is so annoying. Yeah. Middle of the day, always rough. Okay. Few active strikes within a month. What about this? That's all the stocks there. Not sure how to get there, unfortunately, as of right now. I usually have it pulled up pretty well. Let's see here. Recent. There you go. All right. Oh yeah, they did switch it. So yeah, it looks like they did switch option sonar actually, like of course doing this, but it still is pretty bullish for the 20th for this week. The sentiment has changed a little bit for this week, but like unpredictability, especially with yesterday. So I think this will probably change tomorrow when we look at it as well. Still number 1 though on Ape Wisdom. Let's go back to the movement real quick. Yeah, it feels like it's just going, just around the view up, like up and down, up and down. You kind of wonder, do y'all think it'll like level off? What do you think you'll do? Let's see. Million hope. Do you think shorts will drop Clove to the $8 buck in range and then will cover, or do you think they'll do it after a solid price above $10? No, I don't think so. I still believe, hey, if you're above $10, you should be, like, in my opinion, fine, right? And I think $8. I hope that we don't get back down there anytime soon, right? Especially under $8, right? $7.67 was like the low that we saw over the last like 2 months or so, and so hopefully you don't even get back down there at all. Hedge funds throw everything at it once it's above 9. You look at it and it's kind of like there's a lot of pressure on it. Even now, at the beginning of the day, it was pretty wild. 24.52 million. We had undersold there, a little bit oversold there. Let's see here. Yeah. But still though, you got to look at it from the big picture. 10.82% for the day. Keeping it above that $9 range is pretty important. I'm looking at my phone because it's a little bit more live. Let's see. When is the T plus 35 date for FTT shares? Let's check. Let's do Vortex. Actually, it would not be. It would be Fentel. Clove. Oh, there it is. Failures to deliver. All right. We're saying 5.6%, 950,000. I borrow. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty low actually. Usually when it's under, let me move it. Let me switch it back over to my Safari here. Perfect. So that is actually pretty low, right? Anything under $1 million is pretty dang low for the available shares and everything. Fee 5.6%. That has increased substantially because we're looking at 0.8%. So definitely has increased over that period of time there. Everything's rolling up, right? If that fee keeps on increasing, then just like over here, we saw it go all the way up to 136% at the beginning of July, and then 117 at the kind of like the tail or middle of June as well. So pretty high over there. So again, but when you look at the price though, when you look at the price of when it did go up, the fee was at 3%, 3 to 5%, or actually just 3%. I think it had 2% there as well, right before it happened. So are we in that kind of like range and stuff like that as well? I think so. I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's see here. But failures to deliver. Let's see. 714. So 35 days. Feels like they did. Let's see here. I don't think I've really ever talked about failure to deliver or fails to deliver in this case where it says here. But the quantity on that was 141,000. The thing is, it's not cumulative, right? So it's not like added up over time, like, oh yeah, we had 11, then 12. It's not like, and then 19. It's not like, oh yeah, okay, what's that? 30 something or 40 or whatever, right? It doesn't work like that. It just means that right now we have this many for that date, and that's it, right? You don't want to add up these numbers. That's not how it works from that regard, for that standpoint. BlackRock in for 2.2 million the other day. So it's going to zero. It's going up with even 0 available shares to borrow. So yeah, because if it goes up, even with all the shares, like especially if it's like basically if they're shorting it really hard and it goes the other way, right, really fast, it'll basically put a lot of pressure on them, and the price will basically like skyrocket in the sense of that at a certain point. You hit like a certain point with the stock where a gamma squeeze could occur. You have the option chain, just basically saying like, hey, we need to have enough cash, we need to have enough shares, and so the people that are making the options need to buy even more shares and stuff like that in order to get that gamma squeeze going. Short interest up for the day by what percent? I don't think. Let's see here. I can check it real quick. I wonder if there's any news on Clover Health as well today. Sometimes I gotta reload it. There we go. Top 5 stocks to watch for. Yeah. Okay. Holy crap. Yeah. It went up 10.65% today for the short interest change. And now we're in the 23. You know, that actually, when you look at it, from the perspective of, you know, in the past, right, it's a little bit lower, right? But when you look at it from the recent, from July 15th or July 19th onward, 23% is pretty high to be at right now. So 10.65% is pretty good. Usually we're in like the 21% or 22%. So that's not pretty bad. That's pretty good actually. Days to cover and stuff like that. Not utilization rate. Utilization rate 91.90. So, you know, it's kind of funny because way back here we had the short interest percentage of the free float 49%, right? But the thing is you look at this and it's just like, all right, how much does this matter, right? Because when you compare it, when you do that comparison, right, to let's say AMC, and you're like, all right, you know, AMC, where was it? Where was AMC when it shot up? Okay, where was AMC when it shot up? I think it was at 17% or something like that. Let's see here, price, open high, yeah. So it was 17.4. We're above that by like, you know, 4 or 5 by 5% actually right now. And so, like, you know, I'm not worried about like, oh, you know, it used to be this and now it's this, right? It just means, okay, maybe there was, you know, we first of all, we saw a huge jump in the past, but now we're at, you know, 23% as of right now for the stock. AMC was at 17% when it shot up, and hey, right now it's at 18.89. So it feels like it is, you know, I don't have money in AMC personally right now, but for anyone that does, hey, maybe that is pretty good to see. But yeah, I would say that, you know, 23%, 23.63%, hitting almost 24%, pretty good to see for the stock in general, for Clover Health. Let's go back to the price movement real quick in Webull. Yeah, there we go. Moving up $9.09. That's pretty good. Oh, you know, I was wondering, you know, I don't really have, you know, it's my first time being live, right? So what do you think would be like a good video? You know, in the past, if you look at my videos, I did a mother of all due diligence video with Reddit user Living It. Worked with them on it, and then I've done a couple of other videos as well, like top 10 reasons why I like this stock, you know, or top 5 reasons, right, as well. What type of videos would you like to see me do on as well? Fair value projections with new growth numbers. Fair value projection Okay. I'll put that on my list here. Hold on. Where's my stickies at? Or actually, I'll use. That way you can write them down and have that for later. So topics to talk about. Fair value projections. Yeah. I mean, I've spoken about different companies before, and I probably will start to branch out again. I just, you only have so much bandwidth to do so much, especially when you're working 40 hours a week. And so I'm just trying to do my best here with like the amount of like stocks I can talk about. But yeah, I talked about Workhorse in the past. I talked about Virgin Galactic even. I think I made one video about Virgin Galactic. And I actually bought option calls for that, and I made like $400 or whatever. And so that was actually pretty fun. So yeah, doing pretty well so far with the videos. I think I made a video about mind medicine. That was like one of my first videos on this, because I started my very the fun fact. If I don't know if people know about this, not a lot of people know about this, but my very first video on Clove was back in May, and I created my YouTube account in April, and I was watching Coach B stocks, of course, and Dutch trades, OGs. You got to have those OGs in there, and they really helped me like get interested in it. I don't even know where I first saw Clover Health, to be honest. I think it was on Reddit on like literally Wall Street Bets, and I looked at it and I was like, okay, they have that much cash on hand, they have that much potential. Let's look at Moderna, let's look at all these other companies as well. And it's just like, where's the government at, right? Is it a government that would favor expansion and stuff? And it is. So that would be pretty big. Let's see here. I think you're good. 112 million shares of volume right now. Yeah. I think let's see. Let me zoom in so it's a little bit easier to see that, because that huge at the beginning of the day, this just like overpowered the entire thing. So let me move to the side here. We actually almost got like overbought over here at $9.32 RSI. So would you see loads of things people don't see yet? Let's see. I think you would be good with projections of the market. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I cannot day trade. I've lost a good amount of money day trading. But I think that some stocks you do believe in when you think in it. I think it's a great way to just pass the time, honestly, is to see, stocks that I'm interested in and stuff. So, yeah, I think that, 6 to 12 months out, seeing like, stocks that could be, more valuable, I think that'd be pretty fair. I think 2 months, 1 month, it's a little bit harder to predict, that. And so, let's see. I do both day trading as well. Hey, yeah, absolutely. Investing. Do you swing trade? Okay. I mean, right now, I think when I started with Clove, it was kind of like a swing trade mentality, right? But the more I looked into it, the more I was like, okay, this is one where if it does shoot up, if it does gamma squeeze, if it does short squeeze, I'm going to take profit at the top. I'm not going to lie about that. Or I'm not going to say like, oh, I'm a bigger man, diamond hands forever, It's kind of one of those things where like when you hit whatever price target that you want, that you believe it, and I tell you, I did not sell any shares when it hit 28. I bought in very early on. My very first video was at $6.92 was the price of Clover Health on my very first video. You can cross-check that because that was my very first video on Clove and my very first video for the channel. And I did not sell any shares at $28.85. I saw it, and it's kind of one of those things where it's like, when you look at something and you look at the data and you're like, oh my gosh, is this thing going to go up like crazy? And you're in the moment, it's just like, it's unpredictable. It could go $28 to $25 and shoot up, to $50 or $60 even. And so it's just really hard for me to day trade. I just got to look at it from a long-term perspective. But obviously you have points where you're just like, okay, at this price point, I'll sell like 10% of what I have. Right. I think that would be kind of like a good thing to do. But that's the question, is just like, where are those levels and where are those points for you? Swing trading is the best anyways. Yeah. Stays with you forever. Absolutely. I think, some people also have like, kind of like a long-term account, and some people say like, oh yeah, this is my day trading account. I don't even know if I can. I don't have $25,000 in cash to day trade. And so it's kind of one of those things where it's like, if I get to that point, sure, but after this, I think maybe I'll play around with that for a bit and probably will lose so much money. But I think swing trading is the way. Hey, TSS. Hey, I need to, I really should join, now that I have all the stuff to do live streaming, because I didn't. And that was my biggest thing. I was like, let me save up a little bit to get the equipment and stuff. And that's why I was so excited, because I was like, I'm just going to do it today. And so maybe I'll be able to join. Yeah, nice to see you as well. Absolutely. And so maybe I'll be able to, I want to do, I kind of want to do the roundtables. I think that would be kind of fun. The thing that I like about it is really just the conversations, and all the people there. Because at the end of the day, you learn so much. You really have like some of the smartest people in the subreddit possible. Love Reddit user living it. Great stuff that they have. And I made literally an entire video working with them on it. And so, but it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, you see all the smart people in there. And that's so interesting to get that different perspective, because I'm just a big fan of the company, right? But you have people that are like, oh, I've been in the healthcare industry for years. I see how, this stock, I see how the entire industry works and stuff. I have that inside, knowledge about the pros and cons of, direct contracting, or, so many other things as well, right? And so, it's kind of great that we have a great amount of people in the subreddit. Let's see here. Let me see if I can pull up some. And I'm only gonna be live streaming for about like 7 more minutes, because I gotta go at 12:30. But so far so good. Just a quick live stream today. Just a quick one. When will the dust come down? I see $16 as a new floor for Clov. Hey, $20 range. I want to see $20 range really soon. I would feel so comfortable, and that's what I think a lot of people think the true value of this is. I know we have the price targets, and they're like, oh yeah, $9 to $10, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's what they say. And the analysts, sure, pretty smart people. They probably spent a lot of time figuring that out, but at the same time, I think there was a lot of peer pressure after that Hindenburg report that really was just like, okay, let's keep, everyone's saying $10. I think it was Bank of America that was like, oh, we're going to have $17 or $18 or something like $15, somewhere around there. And then they finally caved, and they, pushed it down to, sub 10 or $10 range or whatever for the price target. So there was, I mentioned that in one of my previous videos as well. For the Max Payne, I did mention it a few minutes ago. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. I should probably keep my tabs open for that. So I actually just go to this website right here. For this week it's $8 actually. So it does change a little bit. Let me switch over. Safari. There we go. Let's see here. Max Payne, $8 right there. So not bad. And it's kind of interesting because like you can see you got 9 million. There's like a put for 9,670,050. Wow. And then right, which is like I'll cry. If it goes down to $4 by tomorrow, I'll just be like, what the heck? You know, I don't think it will, right? But I'm just like, I don't know how people like do this, and I just don't get it, right? But I guess if you have a ton of money and you're like a hedge fund or something like that, sure, right? But really though, when you look at it, $8 here would be the maximum pain for this week, for tomorrow, right? But I think that, you know, right now we're at $9.12. We're way above that, so I'm not really worried about that at all. $20 in 2 months, yeah. I would say that's pretty good. I think that would be awesome to see that. Big scandal with JP Morgan. They were buying shares while downgrading. It's kind of interesting, you know, that same overarching, you know, company can be like, hey, this is my price target. But, you know, and they're like, hey, this is my price target. And then they're like buying shares as the stock price goes down, you know. Oh, geez. Let's see. I don't care for Bank of America. That's what Nola said. Of course they do all the time. I mean, JP Morgan. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't do crypto. I don't do crypto right now. The one thing that I kind of like a little bit happy about is that I did have like, you know, $200, you know, just a little bit of money in crypto for Dogecoin, and I did sell it like 72 cents. And so I was like, hey, that's something, you know. I was like, how the heck did that happen? I wish of course you wish you put in more money in the past, but I just, you know, it's hard. Some people really like crypto, and I just don't understand the fundamentals of it or anything like that. Like, what is the backing of it, right? Because here you have a business, you have cash, you have, you know, good news about the stock and everything like that. So much going for it. Let's see here. Thanks for the video. Yeah, hey, absolutely. Hey, I appreciate you saying that, you know. It takes me, I don't know, like 2 to 3 hours to make each one. Half the time is me just waiting for YouTube to upload the video. Because if you notice, all my videos are shot in like 4K or something, and I was like, I don't know if anyone actually watches this on TV. I probably should poll people, because I'm probably just wasting like storage space on my computer, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shoot all these videos in 4K because I can. But it's just like, you know, if it takes less time, you know, hey, maybe I won't. So let's see. Let's go back to the movement. Let's see here. Boom. Yeah, still staying above that VWAP, volume weighted average price right now. Let's see here. Hopefully it continues to be above that level for the rest of the day. I think that we'll see a lot of movement right around the power hour, of course. Right now it's a little bit of lunchtime, so keep it up my way, mate. Actually, your videos as well. Hey, appreciate it. Let's see here. Yeah. You know, I wonder, I got to look into how often is this like done? Like, how often do analysts change their price target on the stock, right? Is it like a monthly thing, a daily thing, a yearly thing, or, well, probably not yearly. They change it, I think, every couple months at least. But I wonder how often they can, or how often this information is updated. That's something I was always looking. Well, I probably will look into next. Let me put that on my list. How often do price targets change? Oh, but let's go to last thing. I want to, let's see here. Of course, let's see here. Live in it. Medium. No, I gotta find that later. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I can figure it out. So, hey, that's me. Okay. I love this thumbnail. All right. Here's my mother of all due diligence post from a month ago. Oh, how do I get rid of this? Close player. Yeah. And then let me scroll down. I do have Medium page. There we go. All right. Shorts are trying to drop Clove. What else do we see here? Thanks for the videos. Yeah. Shorts are trying to drop Clove just now, just about $9. Looks like. Yeah, it's probably going to be a really interesting like turning point for the rest of the day. That $9 range right there. So. 904. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Come on, come on. Stay above that volume weighted average price, please. Please, please, please. Let's go back. Let me switch over to Safari real quick and. Boom. So if you haven't actually checked out this Medium page from Living It, I'll probably put it in the description of this video as well. Let me make sure to put that down. But this would be, if you're trying to say like, you know, what do people think like the fair value is, like this would be definitely the place to start, I would say, because Living It is in that field. And so they did look at it very closely, and it's in. And I'll also put in my like mother of all due diligence post in the description of this video in a few moments, because I do need to go as well. Yeah. So let's see here. But so definitely check out the page and everything on it. And let's do this. Let's go back. Of course, you got the Discord, and I'm in the Discord throughout the day, by the way. Let's see here. We're gonna go over to Weeble. Actually, oop. Cool. Yeah. So, anything else? Yeah, $9 is the new support. I very much so hope so. Absolutely. I think that would be, you know, the best thing that we could see for the day at the very least, right? But I really do wanna see this stock hit $10 by the end of the day again, because we saw that in the pre-market. But you know, I want to see that throughout the regular day. So hopefully that happens as well. So, but for this is going to be my first live stream. You know, I do got to get some lunch and stuff. But hopefully, you know, I think it'd be really fun to do to partner up with another YouTuber. I think that'd be a lot of fun as well. So maybe I'll do that this week and stuff as well. Anyone that you would like me to partner up first, definitely put that in the comment section. I'll definitely want to read those and see those. But of course, you know, please subscribe if you haven't to. 2.21 thousand subscribers right now. So loving it so much. Clove was my very first video that I made on my YouTube channel. You can cross-check that. That is awesome. Yeah, Tariel. Yeah. Coach B Stocks. And Dutch Trades. I already talked to him a little bit on it as well. Al Trades. Yep. And so I think that doing the I think that the next thing for me, maybe after opening bell tomorrow, potentially, I'm not sure yet, would be to join one of the roundtables, because that's something that I've been asked about. and it's something that I also am interested in doing, but I'm still trying to get my feet wet in live streaming. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, and then I will I'll catch you later, and hope everyone has a great trading day, and hopefully we see the stock hit. Hopefully we see it hit $10 today by the end of the day. All right, take care. Bye-bye.